Alright, what's up, guys? It's a quick little video for stage 25. You can use Godseeker Aniri. Ninja's not required. It's ideal. So the way the champions are built is you need a Godseeker that is not fully booked. You need two inside of the A3, and then at least two in the passive. These are the masteries, and the speed needs to be 249. You might be able to get away with one less or one more, but I've tried venturing seven less and it didn't work. Um, this HP and defense is required, and I also have an immortal set paired with it, and I barely survive. Sometimes I get as low as like 3% HP, but it is 100% success rate. I've ran it about like 100 times without dying once, so this is the build. Um, the ninja is in a toxic set, and it has brimstone. You could use anyone inside of a toxic set, and it'll get the job done. Um, If you're going to use someone that places a debuff, though, they have to have about 500 accuracy in order to land it, and that's all that really matters is just the accuracy. Speed doesn't matter, just the accuracy, and yeah, you'll be good to go. Masteries are also the same. Masteries are not required. However, War Master and Giant Slayer are masteries that you cannot use if you're going to be using someone that places three hits when they hit the boss as soon as they resurrect. Uh, so if they have two hits, you can get away with War Master. But if they have three hits, you cannot afford to get a fourth hit on the boss itself because it'll wake it up too soon, which will delay some of the moves it does, which will inevitably cause a wipe. So this will have food. That's why the speeds on Seeker are what they are. Because of the masteries, he's going to get an additional 24 speed because there's always going to be at least three allies dead. This is what the run looks like. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. My Godseeker, the A2, the one that heals, is actually unbooked, and it seems to be ideal because it seems that every time he's about to use that ability, it's also the turn that he needs to resurrect Ninja. So it ends up being on a 5 turn cooldown, which is perfect because he always uses it um, when the boss is asleep, which restores that last bit of destroyed max HP, which gets him back to full health every single time. And the times for this are always between a minute and 44, maybe faster. If you get really lucky with the brimstones always being put on. And the longest I've ever seen it is be 2 minutes and 20 seconds. If your ninja does not have brimstone, you might be looking at 3 minutes a run, I'd say. If you don't have ninja, you just want to use any legendary inside of a toxic set that also has brimstone. If you only have like a 1 star awakening on your legendary champions with brimstone, I would highly suggest champions that place several hits on whatever ability they're going to use to attack. That way, there is a higher probability of brimstone being placed. I'm gonna look through my roster of champs and see if I can find a champ that has brimstone, just to give you an idea of how it would work. I probably won't do the full run because it'll take too long because they won't be in a toxic set. But if they were in a toxic set, pretty much any legendary with brimstone should work. But let's just give this like a concept run. Also, there's no tuning. Like you just place them. You don't have to adjust any of their skills to go at any certain time, unless you're using someone like this one, right? Because they will prioritize their heal. So let me just do this real quick. It's very important that Godseeker is in the leader spot. That way she prioritizes the resurrection on herself. And then let's put, I know I have Brimstone on this one. We just put any food in there. Doesn't matter. Prioritize the A1. Don't use. Don't use. Uh, the speeds really don't matter, but you kind of do need to get a turn, so maybe just like a pair of boots. Let's see. Speed. But it's, look at no gear. Let's see if this works. If what I'm thinking is correct, this should work. So let's see. Pretty sure you can use any damage deal in a secondary slot that has Brimstone. And if she was in a toxic set, it would go a lot faster. As you can see, the Brimstone wasn't placed, unfortunately. But the concept's still the same. Hmm. I don't know why they resurrected so early, to be honest. Okay. Um, Interesting. I don't know why he's resurrecting early. Let me see if it was just like a fluke. Hmm. Oh. You know what? I think I know what the issue is. I bet if I watch it back, I ended up resisting the decreased speed, which caused me to go fast enough to get enough turns to get my resurrection back before I was supposed to be able to have it. I think you have to not resist that decreased speed every time to make sure that it stays in sync. But yeah, as you can see, like the concepts there, this is gonna take a very long time. If Raglan was in a toxic set, this would go a lot faster. Um, you don't want to hit the boss more than 3 times, so just make sure you use a champion that doesn't hit more than 3 times. Anything less is fine, but anything more will be an issue. There we go, Brimstone. Decrease speed. Yeah, so as you can see, this is going to take a long time because there's no toxic set, and I'm not getting lucky on these Brimstone procs. Whenever they have a chance to place them after the boss goes to sleep. But if you don't have Ninja and you don't know how to get to stage 25, uh, but you do have a Godseeker. Now you have a way. You can maybe run this at night when you're sleeping and just, let it do its thing throughout the night. But yeah, this is an option, a viable option to farm stage 25 if you have a Godseeker Aniri. That's the only thing that's required. The damage dealer doesn't matter if you're not concerned about how long it takes. So, uh, hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave one in the comments, and see you guys in the next one.